Hello friends, welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of MBA Wallah English. And today in this session, we shall continue from where we have left in the previous session. So my dear friends, if you remember correctly, in the last session, we were discussing about the different sets. So first of all, we have built up a strategy and then we have discussed some of the sets of CAT 2024 LRDI section slot number 2. Right? So in that slot number 2, we have seen there were 5 sets and of different difficulty levels. We have seen some questions, some sets were from logical reasoning, some of them were from data interpretation. And if you remember that we have solved 2 sets, we have solved 2 sets and the time that we have taken to solve both the sets was very less. So one of the sets was done in a matter of 8 minutes, right? Maximum of 8 minutes. And the other set was done in around 12 minutes, right? Now 12 minutes time, I would say 8 minutes plus 12 minutes, 20 minutes. And if I'll give first 4 to 5 minutes to study each and every set, to analyze each and every set before we take a decision as to which set we are going to start with in the first round. So in total 25 minutes. So 5 minutes for the analysis and then 8 minutes for the first set and then 10 minutes for the second set. In a total of 25 minutes, we were sitting on 9 questions, 9 correct questions, right? So let's have a look at the 2 questions. One of them was this one, a question on roots and networks, which we have solved completely. There were 4 questions related to that. The first 2 questions were pretty easy. And the next 2 questions were not at all difficult as well, right? So we were able to successfully solve these 4 questions. And then followed by the second set, this one in which there were different players. There were 8 players and one of the 3 coaches was coaching these 8 players, right? And this set was a set of distribution, right? Not at all a difficult set, can be managed in around 10 to 12 minutes, right? Now we are left with 3 sets, and today in this session, we are going to select at least 2 out of those 3 sets. Though we have already done the analysis. So the first one is a double bubble chart, right? So some information, then chart number 1 will give you information about 2019. There were 3 things: ES, PAT, employee strength, profit after tax, and one of the difficult elements of this set was that will create a doubt in our mind was this PRD thing. Okay, so PRD, the percentage of the firm's PAT that they spent on research and development. Now, this value was not given directly. So how to read the values of PRD? We cannot find out the value of PRD as per the information given. They are saying that PRD values of each firm are proportional to the areas around the point representing each firm. So basically, we can do comparison of PRD between 2 different firms and among the 2 different years that are given to us. Okay. So this is the entire data. The only challenging point I could see here is the calculation or the comparison of PRD. 2 plots were there. 2019 will have to tabulate this and 2023 will again have to tabulate this. Then after that, we'll have to start with the calculations. So as per my understanding, yes, the students, especially who are weak in data interpretation, would like to definitely leave this set, right? So this is what I'll also do. Let's leave this set. No need to spend a lot of time for these 4 questions. Instead, if I'll move on to the next set, this is all about the information that is given. That's it. You just have to place the 10 numbers in these 10 cells according to these given directions. So once again, distribution of numbers. So this one is an easier set as compared to the previous one, easier as well as it looks easy, and the length of the question is one of the parameters, one of the most important parameters that will I would say attract me towards this particular set. Also, if I'll move on to the next set, this is all about the information. And if you will just read it through, this is based on averages, arithmetic caselet, right? So yes, this is also one doable set. The data is also given in a very simple form, a bar graph. Okay, so yes, we will select these two. So this set has how many questions? 4 questions. And the set previously we have seen has 5 questions. Okay, so one more reason of selecting this set, 5 questions. All right. So let's go ahead and solve and try to solve this one. Now the question is telling us to arrange, to place these 10 numbers starting from 1 up till 10 in these 10 slots as given. Row 1, 2, 3, 4, column 1, 2, 3, 4, clear directions. The conditions are given below. The numbers in any row appear in increasing order from left to right. So from left to right, the numbers will be in increasing order. All right. So they will increase in this direction. All right. So in every row, row 1, the numbers will increase. So there are 4 numbers in the row. They will be in increasing order. 3 numbers in row 2, increasing order. 2 numbers in row 3, increasing order. Only 1 number in row 4. No need to have a look at that. Second point, the numbers in any column appear in decreasing order from top to bottom. So top to bottom, decreasing order. So from bottom to top, they will be in the increasing order. Okay, wonderful. Now, these two pieces of information are telling us one thing. Now the numbers will increase in this and the numbers will increase in this direction, from left to right and from bottom to top. So the number 10 cannot come at any other place except this. So number 10 will be in row 1, column 4. So from if I look at the first row, the highest number will be 10. 10 cannot come here because I don't have any number greater than 10. So 10 cannot come in column 1, column 2, column 3. 10 has to come in column 4. Similarly, 10 cannot come in row 4, row 3, row 2. It has to come in row 1. So row 1, column 4, 10, the place is fixed. All right, fine. Now moving ahead. Now, first and second condition will have to follow entirely in this question. It's not just giving us the position of 10. It will help us in determining the other things as well. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, one is placed either in the same row or in the same column as 10. Now, one either in the same row or in the same column. Now, 1 is the smallest number. So I can say that 1 can either come at this place or at this place. So these are the only 2 places where 1 can come. At no other place 1 will come. All right. So we'll keep this particular thing in mind about the place of 1, either here or here. Only 2 places possible. Neither 2 nor 3 is placed in the same row or the same column as 10. So 10 is in the first row and in the fourth column. So 2 or 3, both these numbers cannot be placed at any of these places. Right? So for 2 or 3, for 2 and 3, I have only these 3 possibilities, only these 3 places. Okay? Right? So how they can be arranged here? So 2, 3, this is one possibility. 3, 2, this is another possibility. Or 3, 2, 2, 2, 3. They are different possibilities. So right now I'll not spend a lot of time on this. It's just that we know 2 and 3, these 2 numbers can be kept only at this or this place. Okay, perfect. Let's move ahead. Keep it in mind. Point number 4 is done. Point number 5. Neither 7 nor 8 is placed in the same row or same column as 9. So 7, 8 will be in a different row and different column as compared to number 9. All right. I don't know about number 9. I cannot say anything about number 7 or 8. Okay. So it's better to move on to the next condition. Perfect. Now the next condition is condition number 6. 4 and 6 are placed in the same row. 4 and 6 are placed in the same row. Let's try and place them. So 4 and 6 cannot be placed in row number 4, obviously. 4 and 6 can come in row number 3. So if they will come in row number 3, so 4 will come here and 6 will come here. Now if 4 comes here, what about 2 and 3? So 2 will go at this place, 3 will come at this place, right? Now neither 7 nor 8 are placed in the same row as 9. So 7, 8. Now these two numbers 7, 8 should come at consecutive places because like if they are in the same row, they will be in consecutive cells. If they are in the same column, they will be in the consecutive cells. I am not left with any other place. So 7, 8 obviously cannot come in column number 4. Obviously, right? Right? Okay. Now, so 7, 8 will come in row number 1. Only possibility. Okay. So the leftover number 9 has to be kept here. Right? So 9 will be kept here and then 7, 8 will be kept here. Now already we have a problem here because this 4, 6, no need to go further and check about 7, 8. Okay. Now the problem is with these numbers. Now if I have placed 4 here, I'll have to place 2 and 3 like this, and if we are going in upward direction, the numbers, the values should increase. This is not satisfying that criteria. So that means 4, 6 cannot come in row number 3. Simple as that. Okay. So let's remove 4, 6 from this place. Now 4, 6, if I'll place them in row number 2, 4, 6, they cannot take these places because out of these 3 places, 2 places are reserved for number 2 and number 3. So they can either take these 2 places, 4, 6, like this. In that case, 2 and 3, how will they come? So 2 can come here, 3 can come here, right? Increasing, increasing, perfect. Or 3 can come here, 2 can come here, still increasing and increasing in both the directions. Perfect, no problem at all. Okay. Now the problem will arise for 7, 8, 9. Now 10, 6, so 7, 8, 9 cannot come here. So 7, 8, 9 will go in the same row, which is not possible. So this arrangement for 4 and 6 is also not possible. Now one final arrangement for 4, 6 can be this. Now in this case, 3 should come here and 2 should come here, but the numbers are not in increasing order. Okay, right? So that means 4 and 6 will also not come in row number 2. They will have to be there in row number 1. Okay. Now row number 1, can I place 4 here? Let's check it out. If I'll place 4 here and 6 at this place. Okay. So I will have to place 9 in column number 3. Okay. So 9 has to come in column number 3. Also, if 4 and 6 will definitely come in row number 1. So row number 1, I will have 4 and 6 certainly. Okay. So in that case, we don't have place left for 7 and 8. 7 and 8 cannot come in this column, in this row. Okay. And 9 will come here. So 9 should be here away from 7 and 8, right? So we can say that 4, 6 and 9 should be in row number 1, and they can be arranged only in one possible way like this. Now if 4 has taken this place, also I'll help you out with one more thing, that 4 and 6 cannot take these places. 4 and 6 cannot take these places because now 7, 8, 9 will be in column 4, will be in the same column. So there will be a big problem, right? So that means 4 and 6 can only come at these places, and then 9 will come at this place, right? If 4 has taken this place was a possible option for number 1. So number 1 here or here. So if 4 is here, number 1 will come here. Then 8 and 7 will go at these places. Right? Now I'm left with 3 numbers, 2, 3 and 5. Can 5 come here? No, it cannot, because if 5 will come here, one of 2 or 3 will go at this place, which will not satisfy the condition that the numbers should be in increasing order from left to right. Okay, 5 also cannot come at this place, because if I'll place 5 here, I'll have to place either 2 or 3 at this place, which will contradict with this condition. So 5 can be placed only at this position. Okay, now 2 or 3, either 2 or 3, either 3 or 2 can be placed at one of these places. And that's it. We have done the final arrangement of these numbers. We are good to go to the questions, right? So I can say that in around 6 to 7 minutes, you'll be through. You'll be done with this. 6 to 7 minutes. You cannot take more time than 6 to 7 minutes spending on arranging these numbers. Okay. Now another 2 minutes for the 5 questions, and in less than 10 minutes, a third set is also done. So what is the row number which has the least sum of numbers placed in that row? Row number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Row 4 has only number 1, and which is the least number. So the sum of the numbers placed in row 4 has to be the lowest. So the answer will be numeric 4. Okay. Next question, which of the following statements must be true? 10 is placed in a slot in row 1. Yes, this is definitely true. 1 is placed in a slot in row 4. Yes, it is also definitely true. So both of them are true. Option A is the correct answer. Next question, which of the following statements must be true? Once again, 2 is placed in a slot in column 2. We have already seen that the place for 2 and 3 are not fixed, right? So the places for 2 and 3. So 2 can go in column 2, column 3, row 2, row 3, right? And same is the case with 3. So for 2 and 3, we don't have fixed places. First statement says 2 is placed in a slot in column 2. No, it's not necessary. It can go in column 3 as well. Second statement, 3 is placed in slot in column 3. No, 3 can also go in column 2 also, right? So both these statements are not necessarily true. So neither 1 nor 2, once again option A is the correct answer, right? Quickly, let's move on. For how many slots in the grid, placements of numbers cannot be determined with certainty. So the place of 2 and the place of 3, these two places cannot be determined with certainty. So the answer will be 2. And what is the sum of numbers placed in column 4? So let's move on and look at column number 4. So column number 4, 10 plus 8 plus 7 plus 1. So 10 plus 8, 18, 18 and 8, 26. The correct answer is 26. And that's it. We are through with all the 5 questions of this set. All right. So once again, less than 10 minutes will be taken, and this complete set can be managed. Okay. Now let's move towards one more set. And this set is full of arithmetic, the concept of averages, mean, median, mode. Okay, so these concepts, these words you will find in this entire set. Okay, an easy set. I would say that in less than 8 minutes, things can be done. Less than 8 minutes, believe me. Okay, even if you are average, a little above average in dealing with numbers, in dealing with averages, okay, then you will be able to do this set in less than 8 minutes. Let's read it through. An online e-commerce firm receives daily integer product ratings 1 through 5. Okay. Now, an online e-commerce firm receives integer ratings 1 through 5 given by the buyers. Number of buyers not given up till now. The daily average is the average of the ratings given on that day. So the first thing that they have explained is the daily average. So the daily average is the average of the ratings given on that day. Average of the ratings, that means the sum of all the ratings divided by the number of buyers. Buyers are giving the rating. All right. Okay. This is one term. The second term they are explaining is cumulative average. Cumulative average is the average of all the ratings given on or before that day. Okay. So daily average is calculated for that day only. Cumulative average is calculated up to that day only. The average of all the ratings received up to that day. Simple. Okay. The rating system began on day 1 and the cumulative averages were 3 and 3.1 at the end of day 1 and day 2. Now, cumulative average at the end of day 1 will be the daily average of day 1, right? Because there is no day before day 1. Everything is starting on day 1. So for day 1, cumulative average or daily average is one and the same thing. But for day 2, the cumulative average is the average of all the ratings obtained on day 1 as well as day 2. Okay, perfect. Now, the distribution of ratings on day 2 is given in the figure below. So, this figure gives you the distribution of ratings on day 2. The day 2 data is on your screen in this particular graph. All right. So, we can easily see number of buyers are on the x-axis, the rating is on y-axis, the rating received is 1 through 5. So, there are like rating of 1 is given by 5 buyers, rating of 2, 10 buyers, rating of 3, again 5 buyers, rating of 4, 20 buyers, rating of 5, 10 buyers. Okay. So we can calculate the number of buyers as well as the sum of all the ratings, which will help us in calculating the daily average for day 2. All right, fine. Now, some information about day 3 is also given. So, first of all, what I'll do is let's tackle day 1 and day 2. Okay, so day 1 and day 2, I'll in this extra space. So this is the information about day 3 as well. So on in this extra space, I'll first of all segregate the data for day 1 and day 2. So day 1 and day 2. All right. Now what all things I'll write? Number of buyers. Okay. So number of buyers, then sum of ratings, and then daily average for that particular day. I'll not be writing cumulative average. I'll look at it later on. Okay. So day 1 and day 2, and similarly, I'll do the same thing for day 3. The calculation I'll do in this space that is given. All right. Now, for day 1, I know the average, which is 3. Day 2's average is not given, but day 2, I can easily calculate the number of buyers as well as the sum of the ratings. So let's do it for day number 2. Now for day 2, rating of 1 is given by 5. So 5 into 1 is 5. I'll write it here. 10 into 2, 20. 5 buyers, rating of 3, sum is 15. 20 buyers, rating of 4, sum is 80. And 10 buyers, rating of 5, sum is 50. So the total sum will be 50 plus 80, 130. 140, 150, 160, 170. 170 is the sum of ratings on day 2. Number of buyers, 10 buyers have given a rating of 5. So 10, then 20, then 5, 10 and 5. Let's add it. 10 plus 20 is 30, 35, 45, 50. So the number of buyers on day 2 is 50. Perfect. Great. Now, let's move on and look at the next thing. 3.1. 3.1. Now let's say the number of buyers here is X. Okay. So if number of buyers is X and daily average is 3, so the sum will be 3X. All right. Now let's calculate the cumulative average of 2 days, first and second day, right? First and second day, the sum of the ratings will become 3x plus 170. 3x on the first day, the sum of the ratings, and 170 on the second day. Divided by the total number of buyers on these 2 days, x plus 50. X plus 50 should be equal to the cumulative average of day 2. Day 2 cumulative average is 3.1. So this is equal to 3.1 and you will be able to get the value of X from here. X means the number of buyers on day 1. Okay. So let's do cross multiplication. 3x, 3.1x. So 0.1x is equal to 170 minus 155, that is 15. The value of X comes out to be 150. So there are 150 buyers on day 1. Okay, let me substitute the value of X here as well as here. Okay, so the value of X is 150. The number of buyers on day 1 and the sum of the ratings 150 multiplied by 3, that is 450 on day 1. Wonderful. Great. So these are the values for day 1 and day 2. Now day 2, if you want to find out the daily average, you can do that, but I will leave it as it is. Okay. Now let's clear this up and talk about day number 3. Now the following information is known about day 3. 100 buyers gave product ratings on day 3. Lovely. So they have given this value directly. The number of buyers on day 3 is 100. Second, the modes of the product ratings were 4 and 5. Now the ratings that are given are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I'll have to calculate the number of buyers who have given each of these ratings. The sum of the number of buyers is given as 100, which we have already written. The modes of the product, modes means highest repeated value. The modes are 4 and 5. So there are multiple modes. That means the number of buyers who have given these two ratings are equal and highest. The mode is highest repeating value, the most repeating value. So here these two are two modes for this data. So rating of 4 and rating of 5 is given by maximum number of buyers. Obviously they will be equal. Okay. Out of 100 buyers, equal. Perfect. Third point, the number of buyers giving each product rating are non-zero multiples of 10. Now the number of buyers in each of these cases are multiples of 10 and it cannot be 0. So these number of buyers can be 10, 20, 30. Can they be 40? If the number of buyers are 40, so 40 will be the highest. Obviously 50 cannot be there because 50, 50. If 50 will be given to these two, 100 buyers will be consumed among these two ratings and there will be no buyers who will give the rating of 1, 2, 3. Also, if I'll consider 40 as the maximum number of buyers giving a particular rating, so 40 plus 40, 80 buyers will be consumed here. I'm left with 20. Minimum 10, 10, 10 will require 30 more buyers. So once again, 40 is not possible. 30, yes, it is possible. If this is 30, this is 30. This can be 10, 10, 20. Possible. Okay. Or 20, 10, 10. Possible. Right. So there is a possibility. All right. Also, if I'll say that the maximum value is 20, then 10, 10, 10, 10, not possible. It will not sum up to 100. So from here, we have got to know that these two values, the number of buyers here will be 30 each. Okay. Then remaining 40 buyers will be distributed as 10, 10 and 20. But 20 buyers for which of these ratings, we'll still got to know this thing. Okay. Fourth point will clear this thing. The same number of buyers gave product ratings 1 and 2. Same number of buyers gave product rating 1 and 2. And that number is half the number of buyers who gave a rating of 3. Simple. No need to even give the later part. Okay, so 10 buyers and 20 buyers. So sum of the ratings, let's calculate. 10 into 1, 10. 10 into 2, 20. 20 into 3, 60. 120 and 150. So 270, 300, 360. So 360 is the sum in this case. All right, that's it. The table is filled. We have got the values of day 3 as well. Now I'll erase this data and let's move on to the questions. Questions may require some more calculations. They may require. Okay. All right. So how many questions are there? There are 4 questions related to this data. How many buyers gave the ratings on day 1? Number of buyers on day 1, it is equal to 150. So the answer of this question, 150, a theta question, over. Second question, what is the daily average rating of day 3? Day 3, I have the data for day 3. 360 is the sum, 100 buyers. So 360 divided by 100, it is 3.6. Okay, so 3.6, option D is the correct answer. Moving ahead, what is the median of all the ratings given on day 3? Now, day 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 ratings. Number of buyers 10, 10, 20, 30, and 30. This is what we saw for day number 3. All right. Now, what is median? Median is the middle value when all the numbers are arranged in increasing order. Now, we have 100 buyers divided by 2. I would say that 50th buyer or 51st buyer, these two will be the median. Okay, right? 50th or 51st buyer in increasing order. Okay, 10 buyers and 20 buyers. First 40 buyers are consumed here. So we can say that the 50th and 51st buyer will be in this group. And what is the value here? The value is 4. So we can say that the median will be equal to 4. The middle value will be equal to 4. Done? Next, which of the following is true about the cumulative average ratings of day 2 and day 3? Now, day 2, day 3 cumulative. So we'll have to calculate these. So for day 2, cumulative average was given 3.1. Cumulative average 3.1, it was given here. Okay, for day 2. Now we just have to calculate for day 3. Now day 3 cumulative average will be the sum of all the ratings, 360 for day 3, 170 for day 2, and 450 for day 1, divided by the total number of buyers, 100 for day 3, 50 for day 2, and 150 for day 1. Now the sum here is 700, 800, 930, 980 divided by 300. Okay, and that will come out to be 98 divided by 3 is 3.26. All right, 3.26, 3.266666 and so on. Okay. Now let's see what are these 4 options talking about. Increased by a percentage, decreased, cumulative average from day 3 decreased from day 2. Day 2 it was 3.1, day 3 it is 3.26. It certainly increased. So option B is wrong. Cumulative average of day 3 increased by more than 8%, by less than 5%, between 5 and 8%. So we just have to find out the percentage increase. Okay, so percentage increase from 3.1 to 3.26. Okay, now the increase is of 0. Let me change the color of the pen. Increase is of 0.16 approximately. Okay, now 10% of this number is 0.31. So 5% of this number will be 0.155, and my increase is slightly higher than this. So the increase here will be slightly higher than 5%. You will have calculator, so you can leave this calculation for calculator as well, right? No need to even spend 10 seconds, 15 seconds. In the examination, you can use calculator for this. So my calculations says that my approximations tells me that the answer will be, or the percentage increase will be a little above 5%. Okay. Now the option which is telling us this particular thing will be the answer. Option D, cumulative average is less than 5%, increase no. Option C, average increase is more than 8%, and it says between 5 and 8%. So more appropriate answer. No need to calculate. Option A is the correct answer for this one. All right. So my dear friends, we have seen that in around, like from an average student's point of view, if we will spend 4 to 5 minutes on the analysis of this entire paper from the average student's point of view, then in the last session we have solved 8 plus 12, 2 sets in 20 minutes, 2 sets having 9 questions, and today we have seen that we have solved first set in around 8 minutes, and the second set, once again, it will take us less than 8 minutes. So 8 plus 8, 16 minutes. Again, 9 questions, right? So if your level of expertise in LRDI is slightly above average, you can manage with a good preparation, with a good direction, you can manage, what is the sum here? Approximately 40 to 41 minutes. You will be able to manage 18 questions, might be sitting at 100 percentile in LRDI section, right? I'm being very conservative. I would say that let's give you a little bit benefit of doubt. And if I'll remove 4 questions, 1 complete set from here, right? So if you can manage 3 complete sets, then still you will be sitting at 99 plus percentile in these 40 minutes. All right. So friends, that is all from my side for this session. A big thank you to all of you. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.